Common scene on the road when you're driving freeway or long stretch is the guy behind you is just so damn close. He's following tailgating style. You can't even see the front two tires and the guy in front of you like this from the windshield. I think the same can be said with the fantasy community right now. We got guys following too close. People just take the wisdom and the YouTube videos. I guess I'm hypocritical because I'm showing you YouTube videos, but you know what I'm saying? These lists that you keep seeing, top 10 lists, top 20 lists of who to draft and where they fall in rankings. And you know how I hate rankings. The mustard's off the hot dog half the time on these folks, because how do you explain last year's Tariq Cohen's, Aaron Jones, and the like? I got both those players last year. I got Tariq Cohen in the 8th round of my rookie draft. Okay? So some of these rankings that are going on right now, I just think we need to take a step back and we need to examine, okay, here's what we're looking at. NFL draft is next Thursday. Let's take a timeout on all these rankings that we keep seeing. So what is the key? Well, I always like to go back to the Rolodex. Okay? What do we know about this player? Yeah, you can watch film, but I guess the misconception is, and I don't call myself an analyst, I call myself just a fantasy football fanatic. Do I watch film? Yes. Do I study it? Yes. Do I enjoy it? Yes. Does Tom Brady enjoy it? Yes. He finds it intriguing. He actually said one time, Tom Brady says, I find it soothing to watch film. And he could watch film all day. I'm not a guy that can watch film all day, but I enjoy film. I don't think watching film makes you a good fantasy owner. I just disagree with all that. Yes, you have to watch film. Yes, you have to understand who players are, but it's more about what do we know about this guy? Write down a list on what he's done in college. Who is he? Injuries, dossier. Then watch film. Then figure out in your own toolkit and your own resources what you make of this guy. Draw your own conclusions. Make your own lists. And these things about lists, I'd stay away from ranks. I would just do clusters of guys on a macro parking lot type of situation. Throw all the names on a parking lot and start moving guys around and circling guys you like. I hate these rankings. What resources are you working with? Who are you following? Take a step back. You look back in the day on a guy named Royce, okay? I won a ton of leagues back in the day with this guy. And there's a stat here that stands out to me, okay? Yes, he had a good 40 time. Yes, he had, decent bench press and everything else. But the one thing that stood out the most to me was right here, the broad jump. His broad jump was nice. The other thing about Royce was he was a low center of gravity. Linebackers couldn't follow him. They can't see him back here. He was chasing the running back down. He was a bowling ball. He hit hard. He was a strong guy. Okay, so when you go to your Rolodex and you start making your notes, and again, draw your own conclusions. I'm not going to give you a list of guys this year. Like anybody else out there, you really need to do your own research. But there's a couple guys out there, just 2 for right now. It's only April. There's 2 guys out there that I really like. And right now he's probably going number 12 overall, and that's Royce Freeman. Does he look like Steven Jackson of 2006? Hell yeah. Does he hit hard? Hell yeah. Does he come from a conference that plays good football? Yes. I think he checks a lot of the boxes. So these are guys where you want to start figuring out what their dossier is. Again, you can watch all the film you want. We all know how good Royce Freeman is. It's just a matter of where he's going to fall in your rookie draft. Now, the other thing that kind of coincides with what I'm saying is, when is your rookie draft going to take place? Mine is in 2 weeks. So guys like Royce Freeman, where the mass media is taking him at 12 or 13 or whatever, I'm not going to draft him at 12. I'm drafting him a lot sooner. I'm going to move him way up my list because I've seen this guy and I've made my own conclusions that He's one of the guys I really want. Another guy, Rashaad Penny. Right now, consensus say, on average, he's somewhere around the 8th overall pick. No, I think he should go higher than that. I'm high on this guy too. Yes, comparable, possibly Melvin Gordon type, San Diego State, smaller school. You say, oh, well, who has he played? What kind of schedule? Metrics-wise, he's there. I really like Penny. Now, a lot of people would say, well, this is old news. I already knew about Freeman. I already know about Penny, And the thing is it just depends on where people are going to draft him. So that's why cut the bullshit ranking lists and go get the guys you want. So here's a guy I want. I'm getting him no matter what. Okay, I don't have the number 1 overall pick. I'm not going to get Saquon Barkley. I'm not going to get guys from LSU. Okay, here's a couple of guys in my wheelhouse that I could get, and I hope that you'll look at that too. Because right now, most of the people on their silly ranks, and notice I don't have any ranks off to the left. I just put a list here, but magically, they're kind of falling in the order of what everybody thinks, right? And chances are in your league, this guy and this guy are gone. You're not going to be able to get these two. I mean, the average listener out here, there's some that are going to have the number 1 overall pick, but most of you guys are going to be somewhere in here trying to make decisions on running backs. You got all these quarterbacks. I'm talking Dynasty Fantasy Football here. If you're listening redraft, I think this is not the show for you. That's going to be a lot later in the year. You'll start to discover these rookies. I'm talking about Dynasty rookie drafts right now, and I just think that Penny and Royce are people that you really, really want to focus in on. And again, draft guys you like. That's what I'm trying to preach here, because in the end, you're going to have to figure out, are you following too close? Are you just going off rankings? Is your list look like another fantasy analyst out there? And chances are, I get it, there's going to dovetail and you're going to have some similarities, but if you're number overall 5 and the list tells you to draft a wide receiver or a quarterback, are you just going to blindly do that? No. That's what I'm trying to say. Go after the guys you want. And here's 2 of the guys I really like right here. If you're looking at runners, this is what we're trying to talk about. And go back in history and look at what occurred for successful guys when you did your own research, okay? And that's what I'm trying to tell you here is get rid of the list and go with who you prefer. Okay, Johnny B, UpsideDownDrafting.com. Thanks for listening. I'll catch you on the next show. All right, late.